Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Union is back. Hello, hello. More rugby. There could have been bigger names if people weren't on their bloody holidays still. Ashton Gate has got 20,000 fans as well. So that's good. Can have an atmosphere. Bum, bum. Game on. Saracens are out. Game on. Oh, I've already seen a mullet. Welcome, guys. Welcome. If you're new to the channel, if you're a regular, welcome. Good evening. You going for? I can't think. I went for Bristol. How can you not see it any other way? Bristol did well end last season. I went for Bristol to win. Kian went for Bristol. The Bears are coming. They are some big boys, some of these. This is Bear Country. This is the watch along Farmer Dodd, but you did just join the Discord. The game is showing in the Discord channel if you want to watch it there on the streaming channel. But preferably if you can do both, that'll be ideal. Aussie Mozzie, hello mate. I've gone for Bristol. How Bristol didn't win the finals last year is beyond me, because they were sensational up until the second half of the last final game. I don't know. I've got Bristol for this one. I think my score prediction. Let me have a look at. Let me have a look at my Super Brew score predictions. What did I can't even remember what I went for. What does it say what mine was? I've got Bristol by 13. Bristol to win by 13. So we will see. Good lad. Dieter's on the right line of thinking. Wayne's in charge as well. Are we ready? Barnsley's in charge. He's got it sorted. Evening, Dan. Game on. I must say the camera angle from Ashton Gate is not the best. It's quite high up, which is strange considering it's only Ashton Gate. I'll see who have I got from Bristol as Saracens in my fantasy team as well. Let's have a quick gander. In my fantasy team for Bristol, I've got Radradra and Pietau. And I've got Davidson for Saracens in my fantasy team. But the camera angle is so high up. It's crazy. $50-22, Jesus. Come on, let's kick in. Run up the field. Watch them. They're just literally... The two backs are playing ping pong with each other. They're playing tennis with each other. It's ridiculous. Oh, sorry, yes. 50-22, the new law. And actually, I did the video on that with Gareth. I should know that. Yeah, they're quite possibly going for that. I hope it's not going to lead to constant kicking, though. That's my only worry with that now. Has anyone gone for Salisbury? Salisbury? Saracens win. Yeah, it's very high up, isn't it? Very high up. Yeah, talking about the fans, I said this was my reaction on the Hull. Who was it? Hull game, Hull FC game the other week. The fans were back, and it was like a football atmosphere. It was brilliant. It really was brilliant. Bristol ball. Wayne, if you hear Wayne is basically saying, yeah, I may have got it wrong, but that's the way I've gone. If you want a time check, guys, 4 minutes and 15 seconds, even though there's quite a lot of you watching on my Discord, so you'll be all more or less the same. Yeah, but that's a good thing to say. It's a good thing to say from a referee. Yeah, you may have got it wrong. Hold my hands up. There we go. Bristol in the lead. 3-0 to Bristol. Surely it's one of those, Kian, where it wasn't a major impact on the game, possibly, even though it was a 3 points, but maybe it wasn't a major incident, or it wasn't majorly wrong, if that makes sense. It depends how much. It depends how much people are going to attempt the 50-22. Whether or not they get it is another matter, but how often they're going to try and attempt it, because that could probably, if they don't get it like they did at the start, they didn't get it, it can lead to a pretty boring ping pong game. Tonight's tipple of choice is Brothers Red Apple English Cider. Guys, if you haven't already, and you're in the stream, make sure you hit the like button down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. Oh, Piao Tao, whatever his name is, he's got to do well for me today. He's got to do well. Yeah, you've still got the semis, the centre circle and the actual penalty areas as well. But I suppose that's the issue, isn't it? If you're multi-use for football and rugby. There's definitely a difference between him and Nigel Owens, for example, isn't there? I think as Gareth, the referee, said, Nigel is very straight to the point. He's very clearly very intelligent, and you can certainly tell what his background is. Is he a teacher or something along those lines? You can certainly see that, and he's straight to the point. He's fair, but he's straight to the point. And obviously Nigel Owens was winning people over by his banter and his communication as well. Not necessarily straight to the point. When you get Nigel who will almost belittle a player by saying, you know, this is not soccer. That's the way he gets the discipline, by almost embarrassing them. Whereas I think Wayne, it's clearly he knows his stuff. He's fairly straight-faced. He's clear and precise to the players. Saracens have the ball and an advantage, apparently. Ball's out. Saracens have got it just in the Bristol half.
on, because this is what we've been talking about. We're calling the refs this week. And when you find yourself on the far side now, as long as you're making an effort to try and get away, it's very, very difficult if somebody's on top of you. So you can't trap someone on the far side of the ruck. Here's the tackle. Just see. Look, he's trying to move out of the way, but there's somebody on top of him. That to me that is as clear as it gets. He's been trapped in there. He's shown an effort to get away. The ball's available.
Yeah, I think once the new law allows the referee to penalise the player who's actually trapping him in there, I still think, certainly in the early part of the season, the benefit of the doubt is going to go to the attacking team. So in this case, Holmes is penalised for not rolling away quick enough. I agree with you, it's harsh, but you've got to get out of the way. There are Lazowski's numbers.
Saracens going for a kick. Oh, nice bend on it. 3-3. Yeah. Maybe they've been watching... maybe they were watching too much of the Lions tour. And they're not going to bother with tries. They'll just win points from the kicks.
Premiership games, but not amongst those who are living their lives elsewhere these days.
Oh, both of them missed it. Oh. I think Saracens got a bit lucky there with the ball going backwards.
On hand to take the ball for Saracens. Swinson. Jeff Wilmore having a little bit of a look, but did no more than just hold the ball on. Davis.
Come on, let's get it into some open play. Spread the play. I'll get fed up of saying that. After the Lions tour, I'll get fed up of saying spread the play. Because I'm sure that's all I ended up saying. Oh, he got so lucky with that kick. He got so lucky and he knows it. Sheedy knows it. He was definitely trying to get some distance on that kick.
That law change is possibly the hardest one for the referees to get right time after time, mainly because of the volume of rucks they have to go through in a game and the situations of bodies everywhere. But yeah, we've got the added benefit of
What are your thoughts? They're obviously talking about the law change of the referee is able to judge if a player is trapped in or if he's just not trying to get out. It certainly seems like a tricky one. Because if you think in a ruck, there's not just one or two people. There is a fair few people in a ruck quite often. So trying to spot individual instances of trapping someone in, it's not necessarily going to be easy for the referees, I don't think. In you go. 6-3. Literally picking up points from the other team's mistakes and penalties. The fans surely can't be happy with only getting penalty kicks. These are the game as it is at the moment in the first 15 minutes. These are the games you feel sorry for the wingers. Those wingers that probably desperately want the ball. You know, they're running up and down. They desperately want the ball, and they're just not getting any of it.
Classic early season game, though, isn't it? Bristol maximum 3 phases so far in the game. You'd expect them to go towards 30 phases to do so in the semi-final at times. Just got to get things going, get a little bit of movement, a little bit of deception in the play, and a lot less kicking.
Even Austin Healey. People moan about Austin Healey talking nonsense. However, he is saying he wants less kicking from Bristol. Spread it. And again. And again. Oh, good distance. Good distance. Don't. Oh. What was that? That was a mess.
Good intentions, good movement there, good deception, and Pizzo kind of takes it forward, but when it
Panicked. Panicked.
back play, I think Nathan Hughes has just overrun his pass there, and almost forces Andy Uren into passing it forward.
He did a little no-look pass. The old guy got absolutely wiped out off the ball. That is late. That is very late. I expect this might go back to being a Bristol ball. That was well off the ball. He didn't even have the ball at any point, I don't think. Hey, Freddie. Hey, buddy. Nice to have you. Yeah, it'd be a Bristol ball there. It's they're just talking about. They just said they wish they had Wayne Barnes being the referee on the Lions tour. They then just talked about how. They then just said how the referees are sticking together for the matches and they're going in pods and in groups. It's all great. On the whole, yeah, another 3 points for Bristol. 9-3 Bristol. Yeah, it's all well and good. It's all well and good sticking the referees together and then swapping around. That's a good thing on the whole. However, it can be bloody awkward if you've got a referee that you are not a fan of. I'm sure they're all professional. They are all professional, but I mean in their attitudes and behaviours. But I know from refereeing myself football, and when I run the line for people or whatnot, there's always certain referees that are complete arseholes, to put it bluntly, and they've got they only think about themselves. So it can certainly be a bit challenging sometimes, being in a team. And if you just so happen to get a team where you don't all get on, it won't be easy. And again, go on, go on. Hi, Adam. 5 a.m. in Brisbane. Oh, God, it's early. I'm glad you're joining me for a bit of rugby union, Adam. Oh, they are massively overloading. Come on. Wasted. Too slow. There's no sort of energy or momentum on that wing there. In an ideal world, Kian, there'll be plenty of people, lots of people talking about the match and whatnot. But yeah, some people will just happily join the YouTube just to get a free. Some people just want to watch the game. That's all. Never mind. There's not a lot going on at the moment, is there? Are they a bit tentative at the moment? Lazowski. Nope. Nope. Not quite. I can confirm 2 Cents Rugby is not. He is not doing a live watch along. I've never even heard of 2 Cents Rugby. That's a new one for me. Oh! Wayne's stopping it. Wayne's pulling it back. They're furious. The fans are furious. They think they've scored a try. Wayne pulled them back straight away. Late. Oh. I really do find it strange that, oh, fumbled. Yeah, I do find it strange where the assistant coach will just speak to the broadcasters. You would think they've got better things to do than chatting to the commentators. Do I play hurling? I don't, but I did. As you can see, I've got hurling and Sliotar. I think it's called a Sliotar. I bought that. So when my Achilles is fixed, I'm going. First of all, I'm going to try rugby conversions and kicks because I said it looked easy. I'm going to try kicking the Sharon for AFL, and I will try. See how far I can hit a Sliotar. All when my Achilles are fixed. There is a video on my Achilles about shockwave therapy. So if you're interested on my personal health and whatnot. Yeah, I watched. Yeah, I did watch that game. It was whoa. He ain't got the speed, or has he? Go, 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 go. One more. Go. No. Oh. So close. Oh. Wow. Look at that sidestep. Absolutely sold him. No, I didn't quite sold him, but just too slippery. Fantastic. The problem is when they almost ran out of space to run into. That was the issue then. Oh, mate. What was I saying? Yeah, James. Yeah, I watched the hurling final. I was hoping for a close game, but Limerick absolutely destroyed them, didn't they? And I would say, yeah, probably English people are probably too soft for hurling because it is absolutely mental. Who was what for, Mitchell? I don't get it. I'm sorry, but Austin Healey, you know, everyone's moaning about him. But he is thinking the same lines of me, i.e. stop bloody kicking the ball and start running and passing. Oh, have they nicked it back? Yes, they have. Saracens have got it. Sorry, Bristol have got the ball back. I don't want Bristol to be kicking though. I really hope Bristol don't kick. Top pop tunes. Guess who is getting removed? I just this is the style that I just don't enjoy. Constantly just getting the penalties. I want to see the tries as someone that enjoys watching it now. Bang. Oh, he's missed. There's a waste of a penalty. Time check is 27 minutes and 30 seconds. Sometimes he does as I said, he is very similar, Erin, to Michael Owen in football when he commentates. He says some seriously obvious stuff, but actually what he is saying makes sense in that. Do we, as people watching this game, whether or not you're a fan of the two teams or not, do you want to see them constantly kicking the ball when they actually don't really need to? They can be. Look in the Lions tour, for example. As soon as the team started spreading the play, passing across, it was brilliant. You saw the glimmer of great play. People don't want to see constant kicking for territory. Because all that happens is you kick it that way, they kick it back, and it just keeps going. And actually, Austin Healey, to be fair, is saying exactly that. So on this occasion, he's saying it about right. Which I do find interesting because, as myself, who knows very little, that I'm saying that, and old Austin Healey thinks the same. Forward. Looked a bit forward. Rumours. Where are these rumours coming from, James? Where are they coming from? That's the question I would ask. It would certainly be a fair few players out of a job, I would feel, if they took 2 players away. Fair enough. I think that would be a serious point, though. If you then only start playing with 12 players, I think it would actually be okay, because it would... He has just risked his own health, hasn't he? Jesus. Yeah, as I said, on a serious side of things, 13 aside, it would certainly give more space. Look at Rugby League. You see more... In Rugby League, you see more, you know, full pitch sprints. And I think it would be good entertainment-wise to watch. But as I said, there would certainly be a fair few players out of a job, in that you wouldn't need as many. You know, and then a club can afford to get rid of a couple. Well, I didn't think it would. The question then would be, do they really need any more forms of rugby? Are there not enough forms of rugby already? With 8 minutes left, it seems like both teams are keeping it quite tight, and neither team look remotely interested. Yeah, sure, Kin. Neither team really looks at all interested in trying to get a try. Swing. 9-6. If any of the teams are going to score a try on current performance in this game, it is Bristol. They certainly look more likely to. But even then, I would still say probably neither. You just question if they need to kick the ball. Because Bristol are literally going to... Look, Bristol do exactly the same thing. And watch. Let's see what Saracens are going to do. And they kick it again. 41st kicker this... 42nd. .44th. Even the commentators are taking the mick out of the kicking now. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
what that means for the rest of the game is they're all quite healthy and fit and they can cover space.
It was meant to be introducing attacking play, but this isn't attacking play because really all that's happening is the forwards are just standing in the middle, facing each other, watching the ball go over their heads, and that's yeah. He was waiting, just waiting for it to go out.
Luton's done that to make the kick try and look something like good.
Just looking at the opportunity, there's also, he's got 3 defenders in front of him, but he could easily get to a corner on the outside, and if he does, he's only got 5 attackers. And
This is the point. I'm sorry, Austin Healy is saying exactly the same thing as I've been saying. That situation where he kicks the ball, you know, there are 3 or 4 players to his right and only 2 in front of him. You know, you can happily keep the ball and make progress. It's frustrating to watch.
But then they're getting back in position behind the ball, not to receive a pass long, so they can be onside and chase a kick.
5 minutes of the first half.
5 minutes and 50 35 minutes and 50 seconds gone. Yeah, this is, and I've mentioned this so many times, and all people say to me is they're kicking for territory to get up the pitch. But all I ever see, 90% of the time, is the ball just comes straight back, and they're where they started. Just such a waste, really is.
These days he's going to combine his playing career with coaching this season. He's quite the character, as we all know. What he will bring to this fair scrum in a coaching capacity now.
Yeah, it doesn't even, like, a good kick, for example, would possibly be, you know, kicking it and trying to aim for that corner and get it out of play. That's good kicking. This is utter crap. Yes, yeah, I'm still going to be watching the Quins match on Sunday, and then straight after cooking a roast for the wife.
Yeah, he does. I was watching the walk, actually, obviously we've seen him play a lot at international level. He looks very mobile around the field, something that Vincent Cobb is very, very good at. We've just seen a few examples there of him in the tight. I think he could be a very, very good signing for them.
It's certainly an area of tight line that coming into this game you felt that Bristol had a little bit more experience.
You're getting hopeful, Kean. You're getting hopeful. Well done, Wayne. Well done, Wayne. Stick up for your touch judge. Good lad. Don't let them abuse the referees. Release, release. 2 minutes left of the first half. Bristol got the ball. How far out are they? About 22 yards out. Please don't. If this, they're not going to go for a kick, are they? He is. He's such a good referee. You know, to be fair, he could happily have punished the player for shouting at the touch judge, but he didn't. It's given that stern warning and putting the player in their place. He did it so well. Oh, they're going for another kick. I hope you miss. I really hope you miss, just because you keep going for kicks. Look at that. Kid with Saracens, kid with surrounded by 2 Bristol players. 39 minutes and 15 seconds left. They really didn't trust themselves to get a try. They literally gained about 10 yards 10 yards on that kick. Getting that ball out. Let's get it to half time. These teams need to kick up the arse. He's only going to kick it back. Look. Ready? Whoa. No, he wants half time. I love it. Literally kick it off and sprint to the tunnel. Well, what do you think of the first half, guys? What are your thoughts? I will give you mine. First day, first match of the 21-22 season. They need to do more, don't they? They need to do more. They need to be... it's just not very exciting. This is what's... This seems to be frustrating, and this is what happened with the Lions tour. I got really excited for the Lions tour, you know, and it was just such a disappointment. And now I'm getting really excited for the Union season to start, and that was the first half, and I'm thinking... considering the last time I watched Bristol was in the final and the game before in the semis, and those games were insanely good. The semis and the final were amazing games, so exciting, so fast paced, and this is sort of the complete opposite. And you just frustrating when you expect more and your expectations are not even remotely met. Shame. A real shame. This is... So, Erin, I was thinking this because I obviously did my fantasy league team today. And I was saying to Kian, I think it's really strange that these players aren't playing. You know, for example, I wanted my number 8 in the fantasy team to be Faf de Klerk because obviously he's my favourite Union player. But he's not even available. How are there so many players not even available to play at the start of the season? It's weird. You know, you wouldn't get that in football. Yeah, no, I understand that, Kian. I know he's playing for South Africa, but why is he not playing for his club that's paying his wages? Weird. Yeah, just strange, I think. I'm sure, Dieter, I'm sure the bookies did not make Saracens favourite to win the league. I have to Google that now. I have to Google that. I'm going to check. Mate, actually, Saracens really are favourites to win outright. Saracens are 9-4, 9-4 to win the league. How? It's quite bad news that London Irish are 100-1. So Although I've got my London Irish top on, apparently we're not going to do that well according to the bet bookies. Harlequins 14-1, even though they won it last season. Surely you would be putting in the odds for who's going to win. Surely the last team to win the league would be fairly good odds of winning it. I know they were underdogs to win it in the first place, but even then, Harlequins are fifth in the odds. Exeter Chiefs are second. Bristol are third. Sale are fourth. How are Saracens number one? Weird. I'm confused by all this rugby malarkey. It is that is confusing. Yeah, that's my point. Surely the defending champions would be higher up. It's, yeah, stupid. I just don't understand. How does it work in rugby? So in football, obviously, the clubs pay the wages, and the internationals are not paid. They probably get certain expenses and things, but it's not paid for. So to be missing the start of the season, to be playing internationals. I know it's an honour to play internationals, but they are just friendlies, right? They're not an actual competition. Surely you would want to be playing for your team that is paying your wages. I just don't get it. Wolves versus Brentford tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. Showtime. I can tell you I will not be watching Chelsea versus Manchester City on Saturday the 25th because it is AFL final day, Saturday the 25th. Oh, I can't wait. Is anyone getting up to watch the AFL Grand Final with me? Oh, I'm so excited. So excited. Erin, you're a Bulldog supporter, and you're going to miss the game. Wow. First of all, Erin, are you Australian or are you not Australian? And I assume you're living in England or Scotland, considering you are watching this. Please give me more information. If it helps, Erin, I will be showing it on my Discord. Okay, so if you're in the Highlands and you do want to watch it but don't have the ability to watch it on TV, it will be on my Discord. Okay, I'm that nice a guy. Okay. So what happened? What happened to Saracens? Because obviously I'm new to rugby union since the Six Nations. What happened then to Saracens if they've only just come up? Did they get relegated and come straight back? Was it a punishment by the governing bodies or something? Ah, okay. Because didn't that happen to another team? Didn't another rugby team that similar happen? It's almost like Juventus, when Juventus got relegated like 2 divisions or something. The only problem, Aaron, if you're in the Highlands, you might not even get very good signal anyway. So, but the offer's always there. It will be in the Discord, so make sure you join that. If you don't know, I don't know if you've been watching many of my videos or whatnot, but I'm a Sydney Swans supporter, so that was a bit tough to take, losing by 1 when we completely messed up our kicking and we could have won it. Guys, if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Plenty of rugby, Aussie rules, league union, hurling, different stuff from all different places. So make sure you subscribe and watch some videos. If you can, make sure you hit the like button on the video as well now. It's literally one little swipe and one little click. It won't even take a second. So make sure you hit the like button, guys, and subscribe. We are very close to the 10k subscribers mark. What are we? We are 1,276. 1,276 off 10,000. Goh. It all depends. It all depends, really. The only problem with... So, in October... So, a little bit about me then, I suppose. A little bit on me. So... Erin, if you discovered AFL about the same time as me, then shame on you for choosing the Bulldogs and not the Swans. Yeah, so obviously, I've not refereed since the end of April because of my Achilles, and so I did a video on the shockwave therapy. That's taking up 4 weeks, all of September, basically every Tuesday of September. So I've not refereed, and I've said I'm not refereeing until after then. So come October, I will probably be refereeing Saturday afternoons, and I will be refereeing probably Sunday mornings. I also coach football on Saturday mornings as well. And then, so it may be a case of doing a watch along maybe on a Friday night, or if there's a game on then obviously, or Sunday afternoon potentially. So this is the thing, when life gets back to normal, it's just trying to find the time. Ideally, I'll be able to watch. It's not even necessarily. I might watch that on Sunday. I have to check the diary. I know I'm busy from about 10 o'clock, so it all depends what time it is. Next week I've got an indoor bowls practice at 10 a.m, so it all depends what time the kickoff is. But yeah, whether it's... I know luckily the rugby league season's almost finished now. Yeah, I might do the London Irish game next week then. That'll be good. Yeah. It's trying to fit it in. Luckily, now obviously I said the rugby league season's finishing. The AFL season's finishing. So it frees up more time for rugby union and football, obviously. And obviously hurling's finished as well and whatnot. So there'll be more time for rugby union and more time for football as well. So, yeah. I think most weeks there will be a watch along. So, and as I said, yes, it'll be great if we had more people, but that's obviously, everyone would say that if you have more people, but it's about the discussion. It's about talking about the game. It's about talking about the sports, whether it's the sport we're watching or other sports. It's getting people together, and so you don't have to watch a game on your own almost. You know, you can talk to everyone about it. And actually, it also means that I can give people the opportunity to watch the game, because I've got the ability to show Sky and BT, and, you know, it costs a lot of money. So, yeah. Erin, yeah, the Hemsworth. I don't know if it was just Chris or it was the brothers all together. They were certainly celebrating. It might have been on TikTok or Instagram or something. They were celebrating the dogs getting to the final. But sadly, Erin, I am choosing Demons to win. I have predicted the Demons to win right from the get-go almost. So, sorry. But what, I don't know anything, so it doesn't mean, it doesn't mean the Demons will win. Rugby is back. The Premiership, as in Rugby Premiership, or Premier League, as in football. Erin, quite possibly. I think I only properly watched the Swans versus Giants game. What was the score? Remind me of the score, and I will try and remember if I saw any of it. Game on. Predictions. They bot 5-2-2. What a strange name. My prediction is still Bristol to win. I still think Bristol will win, but I think it will actually be fairly close if it stays like this still. But yeah, I'm going for this game. I'm going for Bristol still. Oh, the 78-79. I didn't watch it, but I did see the score. Yeah, I did see the 78-79. Very similar score to obviously the Swans versus Giants game. You'd be gutted if you lost it. And obviously I was gutted because Swans lost. I was certainly shocked and a little bit disappointed by some of the huge scorelines in the AFL finals. Some teams got absolutely blown out of the water, which you almost think, well, how did they even deserve to get into the finals if they perform like that? He's on loan for a month. They must be really short if he's only on loan for 1 month. Oh, Dieter, you're going to enjoy having Faf in the El Sale team then. Yeah, but it's the fact he's on loan for 1 month. Where even is Sale? I don't even know where Sale is. Ah, Manchester.
busy with the Springboks. Clare is Sarah's replacement tight head. Going very well so far. Talking about Saracens' return to the Premiership. Is a kick from Alex Lazowski that would put them ahead in this contest for the first time.
They must obviously like South Africans then. There's a fair few South Africans, isn't there? Austin Healy is going to be really annoyed, isn't he?
Striking it beautifully. 4 minutes into the second half. Bristol 9, Saracens 12. Markle there.
Surely the fans can't be happy with it sitting in the stadium either. But they sound like they're happy. They're certainly cheering when they score, but
Second half of themselves. It's the lead for the first time. She drops it just on the 22, Jackson Ray. Swims in to create an extra bit of room for Alan Davis. This is a long one. It's another Welshman. Young
and kick it again. That's another 2. Is he going to kick it again? Yep. Oh my god. That's a forward. So frustrating to keep seeing.
Maybe gets confused. It looks like the return calling for it. Is it who he's calling for? And he steps out of the way. And at that point, he has to accelerate the extra 2 yards and just overcharges the ball.
A couple of times they've dropped high kicks, haven't they? Giving the Saracens either a penalty shot or a bit of field position there. Kind of unforced errors.
Wolf Song. There's a timer down there, but you can always watch the game if you join the Discord server as well. But it's not the most exciting game. We're 46 minutes into the game now. But you aren't missing much. And another kick.
Bristol City's centre circle between the posts at the end of the Bristol Bears.
Oh, man.
Start to this second half of
It's not over yet, Kian. 1 try and a conversion. Ooh. Good job his team was supporting him then, because he would have gone right over on his neck. Just stop kicking the ball. Oh, it's not football. It's rugby. I don't think either team have really, have they? I am not watching. I'm not watching anything tomorrow, Wolfsong. I'm coaching football in the morning, and then I've got a football party to do in the afternoon at 2 o'clock. So, no. Tomorrow is a non-YouTube day. Well, it's not a I will be doing the party, so I'm not. I can't be asked. I really can't be asked. Yeah, but it's money. It's money. That's what I got to think. Whoa! There we go. There we go. Oh, He sort of lost his momentum there when he stopped to do the sidestep. He wasn't in the right position for it. They're finally, the crowd's woken up as well. Have Bristol found a little bit of energy from that little burst? Go on, keep going. Just don't give the ball away and you can keep progressing. Penalty advantage still to Bristol. Saracens aren't giving them much space. There isn't a lot of space, but they're 10 yards out, if that. No, that's it. Wolfside, I may take a look. Hopefully, in the corner. They are going for the try. They're going for a try. Come on. They're definitely going for a try here, surely. Even the fans are cheering because they want a try. Oh my god, that's so nice. There's literally a bloke coming on to give a drink to the referees. Insane. Come on, Bristol. Sadly, yeah, the angle for him after when he did that sidestep was completely wrong. Don't mess it up. Don't mess it up. Oh. Saracens are going to have to wake up here as well. They're checking for a knock-on. Oh, no. Boom. Running into a brick wall. Surely it's not going to really matter. They're going to keep playing even if it is a knock-on from Saracens. Good to continue. But they're only going backwards and, you know, they're not actually going forwards, Bristol. They're going from side to side, but not making any real forward movement. Go on, go, 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 go. It's 2-on-1. You've turned the wrong way. Going inside when you've got a man to your wing who is just waiting for the ball to burst. He was just waiting to go. They've just not really made any progress though. Oh. Oh. The problem is all that energy and all that effort, all those phases has actually done nothing. Erin, no, I haven't really. The problem is there's been so many sports to watch. That has been sort of one too many. So no, I've not watched any Pro 14. I've certainly been told about it, but no, this summer has been just sports. Oh, we got some blood. We've got a scrum, no penalty, but a scrum. Bristol, Saracens scrum. Who's going to collapse it first? Christ, it's actually a fairly neat, tidy scrum, look. Wow. Oh, Bristol nicked it back. Oh. Was not expecting that. They're overloading on the top there. Doesn't look like they're paying much attention, though. That's forward, surely.
Bristol don't have to go forward at the moment. It starts to be on the advantage behind it. The next phase, they've got players standing still, coming into a wall of Saracens defenders that are on the front foot. They seem to get that momentum into what they're trying to do at the moment. They're doing it all from a very static start.
Same height, same paces. Nick, what was Scooby-Doo's younger?
Sol, if you're at the match and you've joined the stream, you must be really bored, just a little bit like us. If you're at the match, is there the atmosphere of why are there so many kicks? That's so funny. They've gone to this Pat Lam and he literally has no idea what to say.
Saracens not committing it, the breakdown. We're expecting that. Is that creating its own issue?
Yeah, it's we know that they like to hold off and get off that line and put you on a bit of pressure. We had a couple of breaks there that we again just put a lot of pressure. That breakdowns we talked about trying to get that clean and trying to be a little bit quicker moving that ball as well. So we had a couple of options down the short side, but people are going to look up square and call that short side instead of keep coming around the same way. Just on that two-sided attack.
One more question, man. We've had 60
Yeah, well, see, Saracens pride themselves on sprinting all the way up and they try to catch you down that side. So it's like doing, repeated sprints, pull it back down, and then they start to ease up, and then you're just trying to soften up that defensive wall that they're around for. And, a couple of times it's worked really well for us. So it's about being patient, try and run into that wall when it's coming 100 miles an hour.
I love how this Pat Lam is trying to think of an excuse for all of the kicks in the game. So, more or less, I'm going to assume, this is just my assumption of what he just said, is that the reason for there being 62 kicks is that Saracens like to sprint for the ball when they've kicked it, which is tiring. So if Bristol give them the ball back, then it means that Saracens will kick it again and sprint again and will tire themselves out. Yeah, that's his reasoning behind it. What do you think that's accurate? Brighton and Hove, yeah, Brighton does have a league. They're in the Prem, aren't they? It's funny. It's almost conned me into believing it. It really has almost conned me to believing that is why they keep kicking the ball back to the Saracens. Oh, Jesus. Bristol lucky there. Time checked, 57 minutes. Oh. Oh, almost from the Saracens, almost. Yeah, in league it's certainly that last phase when they've got no more when they've got one more tackle left, and they'll try and do a little up and over. But this is just kicking it as far up the pitch as they can most of the time. They'll just take another kick if they get it. 9-18 to Saracens if they get it. Oh, yeah, just about. 9-18 to the Saracens. They are literally winning from kicking. There has not been a single try in this game. And even at school you are taught. Even at school you are taught to get points you score tries. Surely they're not going to finish this game with not a single try. God. Yeah, Wolf Song. That's exactly was my point earlier on. Getting so excited for the Lions tour just to see them kicking constantly or running in straight into the opposition. And excited for their union season to start, and this is the game. Yeah, my prediction of Bristol to win by 13. Yeah. There's still 20 minutes. There's still 20 minutes. If they get a try, You never know. I can't. I really don't know if I can see it. God. And Erin, this is the point. This is the point of doing these watch-alongs. It's not necessarily about watching me. It's about having a community to talk about the game to. You know. Ah, Gareth. We finally got a rugby referee in the stream. I hope you're as disappointed by all this kicking as all of us. I think Faf's the same height as me as well, 5'7". That is the reason why I did a video of Faf the Clerk, because my point was prop Ginge Boy Kian. This was one of the things why I wasn't a fan of rugby, because prop Ginge Boy is not the referee. Anyway, what was I going to say? The reason why I didn't like rugby, because I was short, and at school I got completely wiped out, and so I did a couple of videos, one on Rob Burrow and also one on Faf the Clerk, of players that are short that play and play to a high standard, and it's not all about height. Boom. Exactly. To be fair, out of my friends, I don't have anyone that follows rugby either. So I've been using this process to learn and explore the sport, and I have loved it. I find I do find actually League is probably more exciting games. A lot more comebacks. Play can be opened up quite well. Union is more of a slog. He can't get much lower, can he? He can't get a lot lower. Surely not a red card. I think it was spot on. I think it was spot on. There was no intent. As Wayne and the others said, the player was almost pushed onto the player's shoulder. OTD Planet, they're all joining now. He's going to hold on to it. Now we've got Northern Coin, we've got OTD. Jesus Christ, where are they all coming from? The shirt is London Irish. London Irish aren't playing, however, I should still be supporting the team, even if they're not playing. You say OTD Planet, it's not a good game. It is really not. As Erin just said, if she wasn't in this chat, she would have stopped watching. It's not a good game. And I'm not sure what you mean by you're sorry about last night. Don't know. I'm glad, Aaron. I'm glad. I'm really glad. It's as I said, it's certainly a community I would have never found if I didn't do what I'm doing. It's just I'm fed up of kicking. Northern Coin, I said I've got, you know, it's on Discord, my friend. It is on the Discord. Whenever I do a watch along, it always ends up on Discord. So you're welcome to watch on there, Northern Coin. Yeah, I think, you know, but that's what it's about, isn't it? That me learning and other people joining in and teaching me, but also learning together as well. Mate, imagine imagine what most teams would do with all their better players back. It's ridiculous. The bloody internationals, even though the league is starting. Piatau off. That's not very good. He's on my bloody fantasy team. 17 minutes left. The saying is, and this is the saying that's in every sport it seems, especially rugby and AFL, there is still plenty of time left. 16.5 minutes left. 1 try, 7 points, plus a penalty kick would be enough. There's another kick. There's another penalty kick. God. World rankings for what? Which sport? Are we talking about rugby OTD? That's a stupid stat. Lazarovsky, whatever his name is, Lazarovsky, he has never scored more in a match. 21 points, all from the kicker. But that's because they haven't attempted to do anything else other than kick. You know, he hasn't really had any in super difficult positions as well. You know, there's not been any that has been right on the touchline. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Ah. That's an interesting one. I do like finding out where people are from. I assume most people are from England in here. Oh my God, that's a bit awkward if the Yanks have got into the top 16 of the world rankings. Jesus. We can't have them doing well in that. Well, you think, yeah, I think Kiwis are obviously rugby union, All Blacks are rugby union, so I suppose they would have some sort of interest. Would you say that Premiership Rugby is, would you say Premiership Rugby is the best league? A little bit like they say the Premier League is the best football league. Is the Premiership the top league? Forward.
That's a really good example, Nick, of something that we've really upset about tonight. You're at home, their back skills, getting back into the play are so slow in the their players. There's 4 players here that make
If the Premiership is not the top rugby league, which league is the best? Which is South Africa? Is it South Africa that's top 14? Oh, top 14 is France. Okay, because that's where Cheslin Colby is now playing. It's like earning crazy money, right? TMO surely going to be looking at that. Yeah. I think everyone sort of thought it was a knock on, but obviously couldn't just stop playing. So, Wolfsong, if you're from the south, roughly where are you from the south? Because I'm in a town called Eastleigh, from Winchester originally, just above Southampton, and I've spoken about this before in that I really enjoy League and Union, but League is faster. The tries can come thick and fast. Oh, you're Brighton and Hove, yeah. So like I said, I'm Winchester. We went to Brighton a couple of years ago. The issue we have in the south is that there aren't really any rugby league teams. There's obviously the one in London, and I know there's one in Southampton, but it's probably such rubbish level. That's right, Gareth. That's okay, mate. I'll let you off. Well, there we go. They bot is in Brighton too. That has got to be game over. Finally, there's me thinking we weren't going to get a try this game. Finally. 26-9 to Saracens. Who, me? My place or your... Whose place? Brighton or Eastleigh? Whose place have you been by? Salisbury's a nice place. I've refereed a couple of times at Salisbury. Drive through there occasionally if going on holiday and things. Me. Gareth, if you come past my place and you've got time, you'd have to send me a message and see if I'm round. We'll go for a beer or some food or something. Talk rugby, or you can talk rugby and I will pretend to listen. Get a van from it? Go! What a small world, eh? What a small world. Where was the van from? What was the van doing from Eastleigh? What is going on, eh? Yeah. Yeah, Dieter. I don't think the kicking strategy from Bristol worked. It clearly did not tire Saracens out. If it helps, Gareth, my dad's, well, he's currently got a sewage lorry, but he quite often drives down this way and comes round mine for a cup of tea. Picking up a prisoner. There are probably plenty of potential prisoners, especially in Eastleigh. Eight minutes for Bristol to try and get a miracle. To be fair, I've certainly not... When we're talking about kind of these comebacks, I've certainly not seen many comebacks in Union. I'm sure I've seen one, but I can't remember which game it was. But in terms of comebacks, the comebacks have certainly been in League or in AFL. I've not seen many in Union. And it slips out of his hand and he'd give it back. Lost it. Knock on. Jesus. This seems to be the thing for Bristol in this game. They get that little bit of a drive and do absolutely nothing with it or lose it. It's just going to kick it up the field, get it away as far as possible. That's what it is, I think, Kieran. I think you got it spot on. Yeah, it's really is making mistakes. Oh wow, yeah. Obviously, I think that is probably the only. Is that the only from the games I've watched? The Harlequins games that have had some real crazy comebacks. But I certainly think it's less frequent.
Against a really good defensive unit like Saracens with amazing line speed, it's one of the first things you do as a 10. You just dip it over them and just turn the chase back on itself, slow them down, put a bit of indecision. Bristol have waited 75 minutes to mix it up and do something like that. Okay, they haven't really had a great base to play from the scrum, but they have from line out.
Simpson is on for his third Premiership club. Wasps and Gloucester and now Saracens.
5 minutes left. 5 minutes to get 12 points back. That is 2 tries and 2 conversions. Or a lot of kicks. Or is my maths wrong? But honestly, it's so frustrating considering how exciting Bristol were in the semis and the final last season. They were insanely good, and then this is what you end up with. It's like a completely different team. It probably is a completely different team with, with certain players not playing. Yeah. Rusty might be a bit of an understatement there, Gareth, I think. In the odds to win the actual league, Saracens are favourites to win. Harlequins are 5th favourite. Or forward anyway. Forward if it did go to Saracens player.
The reality is, I mean, we can't escape this, and Saracens know they can't escape this. There will be a lot of people watching tonight who will never forgive Saracens for what they did. That's another story. All we can do tonight is judge what we're seeing on the pitch. And in the past, they look like the old Saracens, haven't they? They look like a team who won Premiership, won five times. They do. And you're right. A lot of people say it's good, a lot of people don't know it's good, but they've gone away, they've served their time, they've come back, they look a different side. And of course, there's lots of stars to add into this side, but I think it's the manner of the performance tonight. They have won it by turning out the defensive superstars and bulldozing Bristol. They've done it the hard way, the honest way.
1 minute and 45 seconds left of the game. This is game over for Bristol. The Bristol fans are leaving the stadium. That's something that's clearly the same in rugby and football. They know they're not going to win. Let's beat the traffic.
What has been surprising is how Bristol have played. They've lacked energy, they've lacked zip, they've lacked cohesion.
Well, they have challenged. I did a hacker video, I think, or yeah, I did a hacker video ages ago, and there is examples like Wales, for example, that have challenged it. Because I don't like, if you're talking about the hacker, I don't like the idea of just standing there watching a hacker.
From the team who ended the regular season top of the Premiership for the first time ever in their history. Randall.
Oh, God. He went the wrong way for starters. That sums Bristol up in this game. It really does sum them up.
What they needed more of, just more people. When they've enabled decent runners to have one-on-one ability to sidestep and make hard breaks, that's what they've looked a little bit like the old Bristol. When they've tried to go through the phases and manufacture space, it hasn't worked for them on most of the occasions.
Wolfsong, it was very similar with Juventus. Juventus got relegated in they got relegated, and I can't remember what it was actually for. There was a scandal they were involved in. Game over. But yeah, there's another story about a club being relegated. Well, Bristol were very disappointing. And actually, I don't think Saracens were that great. But it's easy to be better than what Bristol were. Thank you everyone for joining me. If you haven't already, make sure you like the video. If you haven't already, subscribe as well. Have a nice weekend. I will be back on Sunday for the Harlequins versus Newcastle game. Yeah. Thanks, guys, and I'll catch you next time. Enjoy your Saturday.